sad. I'm 16-0 against my favorite team, Cleveland Indians. 13-2 against the Tigers. Oh, 2 against the Yankees. That's interesting. All right, here we go, Milwaukee.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Joaquin Bautista, 5-6 with a 4.43 ERA. I ain't got nobody good either. That's good. Billy Cho, the only name I recognize. Struggling to
First in
get my 21 season streak going.
The cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Big Dog Bobo, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Striding into the box, Eric Costa. He will lead this one off today. Costa. Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come into this one.
I like that camera angle.
Fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side.
Great.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Start the game with a leadoff hitter.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Juan Mora stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Popped him up. Anders on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy first a chance to run.
High in the air out to center field. McCauley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Set to get his day started, Marty Casson, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. In there, no balls and a strike. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Texas, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. Up next for the Rangers, Billy Chu. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Billy Chu.
First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of the ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitches look
another
like
leadoff hitter,
early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double.
They give up
and
a
as
home
you can
run
see on our team leaders graphic, that gives him now 30 on the year. So coming to the plate, Sia, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that.
Wow, I'm getting robbed.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And another foul ball. Three and two now. And he misses with one here. It's
Well, he called that a ball
so
again.
At least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Right.
Digging in, Charlie Bacon. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Here it comes on 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Too low, 1-0. Rangers pitcher at the plate with a ball and a strike.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it.
Ooh, he got out of that one.
Leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Rangers leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No.
Bad.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Big Dog Bobo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Try to hold up in time.
Man, I didn't swing nothing.
And the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left.
Nice.
A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on the show. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field.
Oh, man, that's deep. Right.
Irizarry is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Juan Mora. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Juan Mora.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1-1. First, Chavez is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Lewis Hardin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Third baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
How did you not swing at that?
He pulls this one into right. Irizarry is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Stepping in, Marty Casson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Casson makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. 1-2 to the Rangers catcher.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, man.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. At the plate, Billy Chu. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Wow.
Casson aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Settling in now, Vic Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top. This.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So next to the plate for Texas, Stephen Cochran. He drew a walk his first time up. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Curveball that time, not even close.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Got him.
Struck him out.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man. So digging in now, Charlie Bacon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Sent on the ground out to second. Schaefer comes up with it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Maikel Franco will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. So earlier in the broadcast we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see 2 pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Maikel Franco goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Stepping in now, Eric Costa. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. 2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Halfway home still. Morin, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. So here now is the pitcher, Big Dog Bobo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Big Dog Bobo.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. way in front of that fastball. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. The pitch. Hit hard, but foul.
Man, that was it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Didn't look to me like. Digging in now, Juan Mora. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
1-1, here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Irizarry moves over, 1 away.
Almost had all that.
Digging in, Lewis Harden.
How about it? Third baseman, Lewis Harden.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Lewis Harden goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In now, Marty Tassin. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out. Stepping in, Billy Chu. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Shot weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another chance, Vic Garcia.
For the Rangers,
Here's the first pitch to him.
Garcia.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now the 2-0. It's a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Matthiasen is under it. 2 gone. So striding in, Charlie Bacon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interesting.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. William Machado will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Rangers jumped ahead in the 7th.
There's so much booty. About 1 earned run. Los Angeles. The whole team's up and frozen. And I got 300 hitters in the lineup.
Getting set for baseball under the lights just outside of Atlanta at SunTrust Park tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Johnny Lyle is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the game's top strikeout pitchers. He's averaging over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings so far on the season. We'll know if he's on early by seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Riding in, Daryl Saldana. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hot shot to third and handled for the first down. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good, solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Alex Rubio. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Daryl, I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be. Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so
That's
there's
a ball.
lot of positives going on right now.
Wow.
1-1 the count. And a curveball that time that broke
That's a
too
ball.
low.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Irizarry. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on.
So got a 1-run lead.
Leading off the inning, Derek Kearney, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Derek Kearney.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mathiasen loves it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pickett and Graham. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road. This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Gold is there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Digging in the switch hitter, Hector Sanchez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Sanchez playing here in his age 34 season. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Here's a cold strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. It remains 1-0. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Big Dog Bobo. 9-1-2 due up. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Down the third baseline. Here it comes, 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Leading off the inning, Johnny Lyle, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he gets ahead 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, you take a look at that 2-seamer right there. Sinker had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Errol Saldana. As he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Reed Pinckney.
Stepping in now, Reed Pinckney, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Saldana over at second. Pinckney at first, 1 gone. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Henry Elliott will be next. This one's down to third. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Henry Elliott. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 9.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, big curveball right there. He's able to steal a strike. I don't blame the batter one bit. That looked out of the zone, out of the hand, but he was able to drop it in at the top of the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
In now, Mariano Alvarez. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Derek Kearney. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Big Dog Bobo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
And there's ball one. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning.
Yep.
At the plate, Ralph Iverson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
The 1-1. It's a fastball looked at for a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
The 3-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Once again a 3-2. And he fouls this one off. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. The next 3-2. Fouled away.
Wow.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Swing and a liner.
And he gets a
And that
base
is
hit.
down, as that could be 2 bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
There's a strike.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Here it comes, 0-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. At the plate, Johnny Lyle, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Lyle is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball play.
Matthiasen takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Daryl Saldana. He singled his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Iverson at second with 2 down. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCauley sprinting after it. He's got it as the tying run is left on. Leading off the inning, Reed Pinckney, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fouled off. Pinckney makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Standing in, Alex Rubio.
Alex Rubio.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
2-2.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
McCauley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Henry Elliott. First pitch of the at-bat.
Henry Elliott.
Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Into the box now, Mariano Alvarez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
A ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Struck him out. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. And that misses for ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-0 now.
Wow, he called that a ball.
A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Stepping into the box, Ralph Iverson will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
2-0 now. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Hector Sanchez, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out at Mark DeRosa. So far, so good. A pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Brian Eagle has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready now for the Marlins. Big Dog Bobo. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. This is flared out towards second. It's high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that head soft.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Daryl Saldana. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Tapper up the line. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Riding in once again, Reed Pinckney. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. Good curveball, strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Wow.
Base hit into right center.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he gets a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
Standing in now, Alex Rubio. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Get back up the middle. The second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Coming to the plate now, Big Dog Bobo.
Catcher, Big Dog Bobo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. One and 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike.
Wow.
And he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Henry Elliott. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching. Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Mariano Alvarez.
Alvarez.
He's set, and the pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On
2.
first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. In now, Derek Kearney. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. Final strike for the Braves. Lifted down the line in left.
2-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And that one just missed outside.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance.
7 hits, 2 walks. I'm doing so great on Hall of Fame. All right, I'm done.